Okay, now I'm going to show you a real quick kicking system. It's real easy to do and it comes up all the time. Let's say your cue ball is here and you need to kick at a ball that's at the opposite end. Well, all you have to do is aim for the back of the side pocket with just a little bit of left-hand English. So let me explain how this works. Wherever the cue ball is, we'll put the cue ball here. Point your stick over the cue ball toward the back of the side pocket, and wherever that line is toward this end rail is pretty much where you're going to hit over here. So if I were to aim toward the back of the side pocket with just a little bit of left-hand English, the cue ball would end up hitting right here. But we don't want to hit here, we want to hit here at the second diamond. So, in cases like that, instead of hitting this diamond, we're going to hit this diamond right here. So if the object ball were here, and the cue ball were here, I know that if I were to aim toward the back of the side pocket, the cue ball would strike the object ball. So wherever the cue ball is down here, and when you point it toward the side rail, whatever line comes toward this end rail here, this area right here is where you're going to hit on the opposite end. So if I were to shoot toward the back of the side pocket, the cue ball would end up hitting right around here, right next to the second diamond. So once you have that information, let's say you need to kick at the one ball, and your cue ball is right here. Well, if I point it toward the back of the side pocket, the line is right toward the second diamond. So the cue ball is going to end up hitting right here. Since I need to hit here, what I do is I just add one more diamond. Since there's a diamond difference here, I'm just going to add another diamond over here. So instead of hitting the back of this side pocket, I'm going to be aiming toward this diamond right here. So, let's say you have a ball out in the open, and your opponent has just put you right here. We'll put it right here. Now, believe it or not, this is an easy kicking shot. All you have to do is point your stick over the cue ball, point it toward the back of the side pocket, and wherever the stick falls over the end rail is where the cue ball is going to strike around here. So it's going to strike right around this area right there. But if I were to strike that area, it would miss the 9 ball. So I'm going to say if I were to hit right around here, we'll call this 12. We'll say this is 10, this is 12. I know that I would run directly into the 9 ball. So here's what we have to do. I point my stick over the cue ball toward the back of the side pocket. Looks like the cue ball is going to hit right around here on this rail. I need to hit here to hit the object ball. So that's about 10 difference, which is a whole diamond. So instead of aiming toward the back of the side pocket, I'm just going to aim toward this diamond right here. And this 9 ball can pretty much be anywhere. And the cue ball can be anywhere. Put the cue ball here. Now when we point the stick over the cue ball, point toward the back of the side pocket, the cue ball is going to hit right around here. Well, let's see if that's a direct hit. That looks like it's going to be a direct hit. I may even make the 9 ball. So to recap with the mirror shots, let's say your cue ball is at this end of the table and you're kicking at a ball that's at the other end. First thing you want to do is you want to hold your stick over the cue ball and point it toward the back of the side pocket. Then we can find out where the stick is on your rail. Looks like it's right around the second diamond. That means your cue ball is going to hit at the opposite end right around the second diamond if you use just a little bit of running English. So now we can see the object ball is about a diamond away from this area. So instead of aiming toward the back of the side pocket, we're now going to hit this third diamond, and that should directly hit the object ball. So now, if your object ball is at the corner pocket, we know that if we aim toward the side pocket, the cue ball is going to hit at the second diamond at the opposite end of the table. And we know the object ball is 2 diamonds away from the second diamond, so we subtract 2 diamonds from the side pocket, which is this diamond right here. We just hit that diamond with some running English, and we'll pocket the object ball. Quick kicking system. Let's say the cue ball is here, and your opponent left you right here. And you just quickly want to hit this side rail and hit the cue ball, maybe even pocket it. You see a lot of pros doing this. I'm going to show you the proper way to do it. Here's the trick. What you want to do is you want to measure from the center of the cue ball toward the edge of the rail. And you do that with your stick, just like this. This tip is directly over the center of the cue ball. And then wherever this stick is over the edge of this rail is where you want to grab the stick, just like this. Now you want to bring it back one time and look at the object ball and look at your finger. That line from the object ball to your finger is what you want to visualize. And so you want to see where that line meets the rail from the object ball. Looks like right about here. So that line that's formed from the cue ball toward my finger, wherever that line crosses this rail, is a spot where you want to hit with your cue ball. You don't want to use high, because high will widen the angle. You just want to use center with just a touch of right. So right here, center with a touch of right. In this example, we're going to kick it to 15 ball by shooting the cue ball off the side rail. So the first thing we want to do is we want to measure the distance from the center of the cue ball to the rail. And then once we have this distance, we simply double it. And that gives us a target spot. So we simply draw a line from this target spot to the object ball, and wherever this line crosses the rail, that now becomes our aiming point. So in this example, I just want to hit this rail and hit the cue ball and try and pocket it. So it's the same thing. You want to measure from the center of the cue ball toward the edge of the rail. Just like this. And then once you have that measurement, you bring it straight sideways and keep your finger on that spot. Now that line from your finger to the cue ball, wherever it crosses this rail at, is a spot that you're going to hit with the cue ball. So if I just hit here with center left, I'll hit the cue ball, maybe even make it. So if the cue ball were here, and you want to hit this object ball, and we'll say we're going to come off this rail here. It's the same thing. Center of the cue ball to the edge of the rail. Then bring it back one time, just like that. And then draw a line from the object ball to your finger, and wherever it crosses the rail at, that's where you want to hit. Now I just want to use center, just a hint of right-hand English. Alright, so in this kicking system, a lot of people know the system, but they do it incorrectly. And I'm going to show you the correct way to do it. What you want to do is you're snookered on the 5-ball, and you want to pocket the 5-ball in the corner. So you want to go off the rail, hit the 5, and make it. What a lot of people do is they measure from the center of the object ball to the rail, and then they double it. and then they just aim toward that spot with their cue ball, but that's incorrect. What you want to do is you want to measure from where the cue ball is going to strike the fly ball. You want to measure from the center of that, and then double it, and then you just want to aim toward this spot with your cue ball. So if I just aim toward that spot with my cue ball with a little bit of high left, it'll pocket the object ball. So in this example, we want to kick in the 8 ball by going off the in rail. So the first thing we want to do is we want to imagine where the cue ball will be when it strikes the 8 ball. Then once we have that, we measure the distance from the center of this imaginary cue ball to the rail. We then double that distance, and once we have that, we draw a line from the cue ball to that spot on the in rail. And wherever that line crosses the rail, that becomes your aiming point. So once again, if you're trying to kick a ball in, this ball is a little bit farther out. It's a little bit tougher, but it's still makeable. Remember, center of the imaginary cue ball to the in rail. Double that distance, and that's the spot that you want to aim at with your cue ball, which is a little bit of high left. So in this example, we're going to be shooting off the long rail, and it's the same measuring system. Center of the imaginary cue ball toward the edge of the rail. You just double that. Keep your finger there. So now you're going to be aiming toward this spot right here. This spot right here. So if I just aim toward that spot, I'll make the 5 ball.